Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So late last week, I let you know that the Windows 11 25H2 annual update for this year was getting very close to public release because Microsoft had just made this year's annual feature update, Windows 11 version 25H2, available in the release preview channel for customers to preview ahead of general availability later this calendar year. I'll leave the video linked if you'd like some more information. Now, something interesting that I just want to touch on regarding Windows 11 version 25H2 is that Microsoft has basically confirmed that the update will include no new features at its initial launch and will share the same features with version 24H2 moving into the future. And if we head over to that announcement regarding 25H2 being in the release preview channel, I did touch on this in that previous video, but I thought this was quite important and wanted to highlight this in a separate video. And the reason for this is because Microsoft says Windows 11 25H2 will be delivered as an enablement package. This means that Windows 11 24H2 and 25H2 use a shared servicing branch. It also means that they also share the same new features and enhancements delivered through what it calls its continuous innovation efforts. So basically that means that what rolls out to 25H2 going forward after it's released will also be rolling out to 24H2 in regards to features and improvements. Now, this is very similar to what Microsoft did with Windows 11 22H2 back in the day, moving on to Windows 11 23H2 at the end of 2023. And the upgrade to 23H2 was also using an enablement package. 24H2 was different. 24H2 basically was a whole new system upgrade with core files of the OS being changed. And that's why I think 24H2 has been such an unstable release for a lot of people, including myself, because it had core files changed, system files. So that could have caused a lot of those stability issues. So hopefully 25H2, because it will be built on top of 24H2, will not introduce a whole lot of new issues because it's only going to be updated using that enablement package. Now, just to dive a little bit deeper into what an enablement package is. And I'm using the reference from 22H2 to 23H2, but it'll give you a very good indication in case you're unaware. And this is how Microsoft explains this. It says Windows 11, 22H2, and 23H2 share a common core operating system with an identical set of system files. So remember, 22H2 we're referring to now is 24H2, and 23H2 would be the upcoming 25H2. The same principle applies. So Microsoft carries on. As a result, the new features in 23H2 are included in the latest monthly quality update for Windows 22H2, but are in an inactive and dormant state, which means these new features will remain dormant until they are turned on through the enablement package, which is a small, quick-to-install, what Microsoft calls a master switch that activates the Windows 11 23H2 features, and that's the exact same principle Microsoft will be using with 25H2. And Microsoft carries on to saying the enablement package is a great option because it enables an update from a version to another version with a single restart. So that's just a brief overview as to what an enablement package is, just in case you were unaware. Now, getting back to 25H2 and 24H2 sharing the same features and improvements going forward is, as I have been posting over the last couple of months, the dev and the beta channels have basically been mirror image copies of one another, sharing the same features and the same fixes to some degree or the other. And here we can see that the dev channel sits on 26,200, which is the build for 25H2, and the beta sits on build 26,100, which is the build for 24H2. Which means Microsoft has already been putting this principle into practice over the last couple of months with the dev and the beta channel, and will be applying that same principle when 25H2 rolls out later this year, meaning it will be delivered as an enablement package, and that means it will also share the same new features and enhancements delivered through what Microsoft calls its innovation efforts. So Windows 25H2 will actually not bring any so-called new features to the table like 24H2 did when it rolled out. Those are going to be shared between 25H2 and 24H2. And that also means, because it's using an enablement package and won't include a whole bunch of new features, it means that the update will be quick and a lot faster than 24H2, and hopefully introduce a lot less issues than 24H2 did going forward. So I hope this kind of helped and maybe cleared up a little bit of confusion, and just wanted to put it out there as always to keep us all on the same page. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.